Hello, my good people. This is Apronombongi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, watch, share, and comment. And for my returning viewers, I really appreciate you so much for the efforts you are doing. Good work you are doing. Keep on watching. Now, today I have a really wonderful episode, really wonderful message to you all. And this message is for both the youths and those that are old, and particularly I'm targeting the young individuals, the youths. These are the secrets. This is the main secret if you want to make money. There is money in the soil. There is money in the soil, and this one can be done by carrying out some farming. So today I will discuss on cabbage production. Cabbage is one of the common vegetables grown in our country, and this cabbage is known for its nutrients, particularly being rich in calcium, and it has a lot of vitamin C. This also has some medicinal value, particularly for those people who are suffering from cancer. It has really a great input in the treatment of cancer. Now, before I get to the production of cabbage, what you need and how you are going to carry it out, please, if you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. Get down there, hit the notification bell, like, and share. Now, cabbage is one of the crops that takes the shortest period to mature. And for you to venture into cabbage production, you really don't need to have a lot of money. Personally, I will be giving on a story on how I did the farming, and lastly, I will be able to give an estimate of what I was able to get from a small piece of land within just 3 months, 90 days. My friend, it's really wonderful. It's really wonderful. And I believe it is possible for everyone to do this. Now, cabbage is grown using seeds. So they is planted by means of seeds, and these seeds have to be planted in a nursery bed. Now, a nursery bed is a special piece of land prepared mainly for raising seedlings. And in the nursery bed, you are going to provide all the conditions to ensure that these seeds are going to germinate 100%. Then thereafter, you transfer now the seedlings to the seed bed. Now the field that you have prepared, it can be an acre, it can be a small piece of land, or a kitchen garden. Now this planting takes place in a nursery. So you have to raise your soil well, make drills, then you're going to drill the seeds. You're going to drill the seeds along the drills on the drill lines. Then cover the seeds lightly with the soil. After covering, you are going to apply mulch. The mulching material, you can find dry grass, dry banana leaves, and cover the nursery bed. After covering this, you do now a routine of watering this nursery bed on a daily basis, both in the morning and in the evening. And after 1 week, you'll be able to see those seeds really blossoming. They would have germinated if you planted them at the correct depth. After 1 week, all the seedlings would have germinated 100%. And of course, if you used certified seeds. Remember, these seeds are proved to have got 100% germination, if not 99%. Then, after the nursery, you are supposed to move now to the main bed in the field. And this process of transplanting now the seedlings from the nursery to the main bed would take place after a period of 3 to 4 weeks. roughly 1 month. And once you prepare the land for receiving the seedlings from the nursery bed, you are going to plant at a spacing depending on the variety of the cabbage. There are a number of varieties of cabbage that are in the market, but I'll just mention a few. We have Gloria F1, which I planted, so I will be pasting the discussion or this message based on what I did and how much I was able to raise by carrying out the planting of cabbage in a small piece of land measuring 40 feet by 80 feet. Just a small piece of land. Then you also have another variety called as Victoria F1. We have Copenhagen variety. We have Sugarloaf, Sugar Boy. There are so many varieties in the market. But now the variety that you want to use will depend on your preference and what you want to get at the end. So I want to get straight the transplanting. This one I've said is done after 3 or 4 weeks from the time of planting the seeds in the nursery. Then after transplanting is done, before transplanting is done, you have to water this nursery bed to ensure that those seedlings will come out with a lump of soil, and this one is going to increase chances of these seedlings surviving in the seed bed. And of course, during planting, you will apply phosphate fertilizers. You can choose to plant this cabbage organically by use of organic manure. So whichever that you find appropriate or available, then it's the right one to use. After that transplanting, top dressing will be done or should be done at the first week. Once the first week comes to an end from the time you planted, then you are going to cut out top dressing. In this case, you're going to use urea. Personally, I prefer using urea. Depends from different companies, but the same, all those companies will be having the same nutrients or the contents. Then you also require some insecticides here and there, pesticides to control some pests and insects that are going to attack the cabbage while in the field after transplanting and still in the nursery. Then we have maturity, or when do you tell that this cabbage is ready for harvesting or has matured? Majority of the cabbage will mature within 3 to 4 months. So by the end of the third month, it will be ready to mature. It would have already matured. Now, how will you tell that this cabbage is ready for harvesting? I use the best way. You just tap the head of the cabbage. If it produces drum sound, then it's ready for harvesting. Then you also consider the firmness. If you get hold of the head of the cabbage, then you realize it's firm and it's 3 months since you planted or you did transplanting, then obviously this cabbage is ready for harvesting. Now personally, I harvested my cabbage at that particular point when they were 3 months old. Then harvesting, you ensure you cut that head having some leaves. These leaves are going to ensure that the cabbage will have a long shelf life. I will be able to stay in the market for some time. Remember, when you'll be selling the cabbage, it's not a must that you will be selling all the cabbage at that particular day. Some may go 2 to 3 days before you sell all the cabbages. So when harvesting, ensure the cabbage has some leaves that are still attached to the stem. And I've said this one will ensure or will keep your cabbages fresh in the market. Now, before we get to how I sold my cabbage, what I made, let me give you the tactics if you want to do well in this enterprise or in this business of farming. First trick is timing, proper timing. Do your research. But if you want to tell me to share with you how I did mine and I was able to raise the 49,000 within 3 months, I'll let you know at the end of the video. So that one is reserved. I will let you know at the end of the video. Tactic number 2 is have the right spacing. Remember, if cabbages are provided with a good space, then they are going to develop big heads, as big as head. Mine's not that big. Then is establish the correct plant population in that area. Don't overcrowd, because now they will be growing so thin from that vegetative stage, and eventually when they get to head formation, they produce cabbages with small heads. Another trick, provide enough water and nutrients. These nutrients will come in place in terms of fertilizer application. How much are you going to apply, at what rate per hectare or that specified piece of land? The amount of water you're going to apply, is it enough? Remember, cabbage will always produce big heads if there is enough water, and this water should be applied timely during the vegetative stage or during the head formation. Then we have some pests. There are a number of pests that attack cabbage. So for this clip, I will not mention about the pests. I will discuss on the pests that attack cabbage and how you will overcome this pest, ways of which you are going to employ to control these pests, be it by mechanical means, be it by chemical means, be it by biological means. So that one I will just produce or make a video on its own, the challenges, the pests, and how to handle them. Now listen to what I made. Are you ready? I made a whopping 49,000 shillings from a small piece of land measuring 40 feet by 80 feet. And remember, I had planted Gloria variety, and in that small piece of land I had planted lovely 1100 cabbage seedlings, and I managed to get around 800 to 900 heads, which I sold at an average of 50 shillings. Some could go to 65, 60, but when I calculated using an average of 50, I was able to get around 50,000. Then after deducting the expenditure, and remember I put seeds at a cost of 800 shillings, that's 25 grams, and there were so many. I only used small quantity of seeds to plant. Then I also purchased pesticides and some chemicals, fertilizers, all those stuffs, all totalizing to 4,800. Then of course labor, it's me who did that stuff. I provided labor, I did it on my own. Then when you subtract a total of 5,600 from 50,000, I managed to get a whopping 49,400 shillings in 90 days, 3 months only. Why are you struggling to look for money? Get to farming, plant cabbage, pillage. Let us join together. Subscribe in the channel if you are new, if you have not, and let me know what you have about this video in the comment section, and keep on sharing. Bye, till we meet next time. I will introduce challenges and cabbages of cabbage farming or farmers.